Hi guys, Daxter here. Today I just want to be talking about some life advice that I've picked up that I just want to bestow on you guys. Number one, don't let silly stuff get to you. And I'm talking about things like forgetting to turn on the headlights in your car at night and getting pulled over. Just freaking gaze into the lights that let you know the headlights are on and just turn that into muscle memory. And what I mean by that is, when you're getting into your car and it's nighttime, squeeze the switch tightly for about a few seconds and just turn that into muscle memory. Eventually it'll become subconscious, second nature, and you can do it a lot faster. But seriously, it's these small things in life that we underestimate that can often bite us in the ass the hardest, and take a big chunk out of there. Another example is, and I just had this happen to me recently, say you sacrifice 3 goats for your teacher because you're in the school of Satan, duh, but your teacher actually wanted you to sacrifice 4 goats. This is just a silly little blunder that you could have avoided if you had read the fine print in blood on the paper your teacher handed to you. Number 2, grandiose habit forming. Say you want to run marathons, but you're waiting for some revelation from your brain that changes your life and basically forces you to run. Say you want to write a book, but keep telling yourself you're not good enough. First of all, ask yourself, if you write something, does it even have to be published? No. You can get in the habit of writing about anything, even just the Pop-Tart you ate. But what I'm really talking about in this part is the standard that people set for themselves to get themselves to do something, which is often very high. Similar to people waiting for New Year's to roll around and change their life, people will often wait for their brain to rewire itself and say, oh, I knew all along, here's how I write this book. I run pretty heavily now and I'm doing a 26-mile marathon in a few months, but it wasn't some grand realization that led me to do that. As literally as I can tell you this, I got out of bed one day yawning, decided, hey, maybe I can run today, that would be cool. I realized I liked it, and all of a sudden now I'm running really heavy stuff like marathons. If you keep requiring higher levels of stimulus to get yourself to run, if you keep requiring motivational speeches just to get yourself to write, that's going to be ultimately bad for you in the end. Not to mention really mentally exhausting. It should be like this. A very low stimulus caused you to run. You blinked, so you decided to run that day. You ate a sandwich, so you decided to write about it just because. This helps you form habits that will let you get far above your current level. Number 3, show up. It's been said that showing up is 80% of getting the job done. And people will say, well, he can just show up and not do anything. I think you'll find that it's harder not to work than to work, especially at a workplace, because you've got this little bubble of obligation and, teamwork with this group of people. If you're still physically where you need to be, even if you're not totally prepared, that's better than not being there at all. And there's this stereotype on the internet of this college frat boy that's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. I won't even show up, I'll just waste away. Now, he probably is legitimately having more fun than going to school, doing whatever he's doing, even if it's just lazing around. But, your parents are probably paying for college anyway. This could, of course, not be the case for you. Even in that case, I still think it's good to show up at least 80% of the time, and if it's work, you show up 100% of the time. Say you forget a picture of an albino aardvark and your teacher scolds you for it because she needs one for the massive collection in her room. You're still physically there, so even though you got some minorly hurtful lip service, you still might retain some of the information you hear and, kind of get the experience of being there that makes life a little more vibrant.